Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So North Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Noles will punt it away on fourth down. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely
underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off-play action on first down. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the move. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Lost to fire on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him. And
touchdown, Tar Heels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the single back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And the Noles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Looks it in at the 40. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They go to the ground. Turning it on. And they're able to get him down. He now has 63 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. To the ground to try to pick up the first. On the move is the 30. Turns on the jet. Touchdown, UNC. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball.
There he goes. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Lost to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
It's complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Inside. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Under fire. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big...
He lets one fly deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They just keep firing. Got his man quickly. I think we're about to find out if he's bold or reckless. Going for it, fourth and long from their own 41. It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Bridges. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle. It's Tompkins. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Looking downfield on first down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grab near the marker. It's Hopkins. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UNC! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on his heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Hands it off. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going for it all. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, North Carolina! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible, because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Makes the catch at the 45. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Handoff from the gun.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. For the third time in this game is going to be a safety. They've got a touchdown worth of safeties.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Running through contact. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on first and goal. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick this one away.
Finds a little space.
The returner brings it out to the 34. And the North Carolina offense...
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting it...
Makes the grab on the big throw. There he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket breaking down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. I'll tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, no! The defense putting points on the board.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Carolina offense offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out.
He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room.
And he ends up taking a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tompkins. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him. He's had an unbelievable season.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Gets open down the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they swarm him under.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run. Shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tompkins. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.